It's unboxing time. LG Nitro HD on AT&T. Let's take a look. First we saw the Vivid and the Skyrocket. Now we're seeing more LTE devices coming to the nation's second largest wireless carrier as they work to amp up their 4G LTE service. This is the LG Nitro HD. This is going to be available on December 4th for $249.99 after rebate. And it's going to be available at AT&T brick and mortar stores, online at att.com/wireless, at Best Buy Mobile, and other indirect stores in the coming days. So it's pretty well packed, feature packed device, and it packs a nice large display that's another true HD display. It's 720p, so that's pretty cool as well. Special thanks to Best Buy Mobile for hooking us up with phones like this for use in our One Paw Bandit game. When you go into Best Buy Mobile to get this or any other AT&T device, you'll walk out working. They'll help you set up your email, help you set up your browser, help you set up all your call settings and more. So when you walk out the door, you're good to go. Also, special love to AT&T for hooking us up with a review unit. So let's take a look at the Nitro HD. Just to give you a rundown of the specs here, dual-core 1.5 gigahertz Snapdragon processor, so a nice fast processor. It's got a 4.5-inch display, like I said, true HD display that's 720 by 1280 pixels, so 720p display, and it is an IPS display. So it'll be interesting to see the brightness. This one's been touted for being nice and bright, so it'll be interesting to see that as well. You got an 8-megapixel camera on the back that shoots video at 1080p. And AT&T was nice enough to send over a SIM card here so we can give it a test. 404-434-1737. Take this off. Texting and driving, it can wait. It sure can. And go ahead and remove that and get all this stuff off. And then I just give you right now, I think the battery is like 1,930 milliamp hours, but you can see what comes in the box here. You get your travel adapter, your AC adapter module, which was not open. Let's go ahead and open that up. You can see what it looks like, a new little adapter module from LG with the USB cable input over here on the end, which I like a lot. So let's take a look at the battery and open it up, which I don't know why they have them folded like that, but they're still sealed. That's kind of odd. Don't you think that's odd? I think that's kind of odd. Anyway, well, I'm sorry, 1,830 milliamp hour battery. So 1,830 milliamp, seriously, though, check this out. Like, I undo this, and it's still sealed up here at the top. I find that kind of interesting. Very, very odd. Never seen that before. But you can see here, a typical USB cable as well, which I'm not going to spend too much time trying to get out of their packaging. There we go. Typical USB cable, nothing too exciting there. So that's what you get in the box. Not a whole lot of goodies. For $250, I'd like to see some, at least some basic earbuds, but hey, you know what? We'll take what we can get. So we got a SIM card. Let's go ahead and put this in and take a look at this device. You got a nice large display and, some new technology, IPS, coming to a mobile device, which is something different as opposed to Super AMOLED Plus or QHD or all these other kind of acronyms and things we've heard over the past couple of months since devices have kind of grown up a little bit in terms of specs. Let's take a look here and put the SIM card in, and go ahead and do that. And let's get this sucker ready to go, and we'll take a look at the device. So you can see it's a good-looking device. It's got some nice accents to it. You can see it's a texturized battery door here. So it looks good, it feels good, and it's got a nice kind of narrow display as opposed to the chunkier, kind of fatter display. It feels more like a Vivid than it does the Skyrocket, where it's a little bit longer, or a little bit fatter, rather, and a little bit shorter. So that's definitely nice. You got 3 shortcut buttons down here. You have menu, you have home, and you have back. You do not have a search shortcut button. Let's see if we got some juice here so we can power the sucker on. Front-facing camera as well. And then over here, nothing on the right side, but on the left side you get a volume rocker, and then up here you get your micro USB charging port that's covered by a flap, get your power button, and your 3.5mm headphone jack. So it's a good looking device. It looks nice and definitely fits in with the Vivid and the Skyrocket. And what I like about that is they're 3 very distinctly different designs. So whichever one, you may like something, your friend may not like something. They may like the Vivid, you may like this. That's okay, they're both 4G LTE devices. So we're going to say quit. I'm going to go ahead and quit the startup wizard here, just so we can take a look and get into the device as quickly as possible. Now it is running LG's user interface atop Android 2.3, so we'll take a look at that, and you can see here it's scanning and starting up right now. Dual-core 1.5 gigahertz Snapdragon processor means that this thing should be relatively fast, but in terms of look, it's kind of familiar, or kind of similar rather, to the LG Revolution on Verizon. But you can see right now, obviously it's starting up right now, but we'll take a look, and obviously I'm getting some text messages as well. That's pretty exciting. I'm already popular. Take a look at that. And so we'll go into settings here. A birthday bash, drinking bash. That'd be fun, right? So let's take a look here. Display, and let's go in here. I want to see exactly what version of Android we're running here. So we'll see pull it back, 2.3.5. Okay, so it's running 2.3.5 with LG's custom user interface. So we'll take a look here at the phone just to give you an idea of what it looks like. Just kind of give you a look here at LG's custom user interface as opposed to like TouchWiz 4.0 and Sense 3.5, things like that. So you can see it's definitely got some heavy LG customizations here. And out of the box you get some applications, AT&T Code Scanner, AT&T Family Map Navigator, all of which should be able to be uninstalled. I'll double check just to make sure. But featured apps, get HD games, emoji music, you get My AT&T, you get Quick Light, and then visual voicemail, and then Zynga Poker HD, and then all your downloads will go down there. So the display definitely looks good, and you can see the viewing angles aren't bad at all. You know, even when you're, and it's going to be kind of hard to see this in camera, but you know, looking at it in person, I can say that even while tilted at an angle, I can easily see the display. And now that it's started up, it seems like it's relatively fast. So we'll put it through the usual quadrant standard paces, the usual speed test paces. Although this is an LTE market, I'm not sure why it hasn't kicked on to LTE just yet. We'll have to take a look at that. Maybe it's still kind of registering with the LTE network. But you can see here, here's what the notification bar looks like, and you can see sound, you got your Wi-Fi shortcut, your Bluetooth shortcut, GPS, and airplane mode, so I can clear all that stuff out and be done with it. And definitely, you know, it does remind me a lot of the Revolution. It's a lot faster just out of the box, I can tell already, than the Revolution. It does have 7 home screens here. And just to give you a quick look at the some of the widgets that come with it, we've got the typical stuff. We have finance, we have notepad, photo frame, traffic, which is another typical one, world clock. So you do get some LG custom ones, and then you have all your wallpapers over here. So we can go over here and change the wallpaper, for example. Yeah, I like that. That looks pretty good to me, doesn't it? Yeah, so we can back out of that. Nice new wallpaper, and we'll take a look at messaging here, and I'm going to pull this away and put it back so you can see. So you get Android keyboard here, and then let's see what else we get out of the box. See if we can change the input method. You get LG's keyboard and Android's keyboard. So I'm not a big fan of LG's keyboard unless they've improved it over the Revolution. So let's try this. The busy rumor dog is shopping for the holidays. So it's not as bad as I remember it to be. You know, it's hard to say. It's kind of funny to say because Revolution hasn't been that long ago since that phone came out. But in portrait or in landscape, should be pretty easy to type on. And then you can always default back to the Android keyboard, which is here as well. Though you'll notice the fonts on the Android keyboard, it's very much the LG font. So you can use this one as well if you so desire. Can use this one as well if you so desire. So pretty easy to type on either one, and then of course in landscape mode, because of a nice large 4.5-inch display, you're going to be good to go regardless. Let's take a quick look at browser too, so we can get an idea of what that looks like. And we'll load up phonedog.com, and hey, there's LTE. Now it's kicking in. So we're going to load up phonedog.com. And I really like the display. It's a good looking display. I believe it's 329 ppi, if I remember right. It's very bright, looks nice. And it's nice to see these true HD displays coming to market. So between this, the Galaxy Nexus, and the HTC Resound, you got some choices on various carriers. So we can see your pinch to zoom, not even loaded yet, and still very responsive. And then of course, transitions seem to be nice and fast as well. So all in all, you know, it looks good, it performs well, but it'll be interesting to see with the Vivid and the Skyrocket which one is the must-have LTE smartphone this holiday season on AT&T. Much more coverage to come on the LG Nitro HD on phonedog.com. Keep it locked on Facebook, facebook.com/phonedog. I'll probably try to take some questions about the Nitro HD on Facebook, so be on the lookout for that. Like our page, and as always, follow me on Twitter, phonedog_Aaron, and on Facebook myself at facebook.com/phonedogab. Keep it locked on the site. More coverage to come on LG's newest LTE smartphone, the Nitro HD. We'll see you next time.